Hey guys, this is Jakobi filming another week with the Tumblr transits. I'm sorry my hair is doing a funky thing. I decided to try and do a mohawk, but I have this weird cowlick right here, and it doesn't like to stay up. It likes to do its own thing like that. So, I'm hoping with some product get this thing to just stay put, especially for tonight. Um, Friends are having a get together. It's a friend's birthday. So, anyway, I'm trying this thing where I'm using my iPod dock to see if I could actually like be away from the camera so you could see more than like 2 inches away from my face. So, the sound might be a little bit distorted, and I apologize because it's like in the dock. So, I'll preview the video before I upload it. I tried filming this yesterday because I felt like the topic really resonated, especially after last night, but it sounded very pointed, and I didn't want to upset anybody, so this is take 3 of the video, and I'm not very pointed this time, so, I do say things that just come out of my mouth, and I've always been a very blunt personality, and yeah, so I'm gonna try and cut that out a little bit because I know some people just really want, our honest opinions and everything like that, and they don't want us to be very pointed or, mean or anything like that, so I'm gonna cut it down and see if I can, you know, try not to be so blunt. Anyway, this week's topic is identity policing. And basically, identity policing is like telling any person that, whatever they're doing is too feminine or not feminine enough, or too masculine or not masculine enough. And I've had this happen multiple occasions throughout my transition and even before, when I was acting too masculine when I was just in high school and everything like that. And it has continued so much that I actually had somebody do that to me last night. I got super emotional about a friend moving away, and actually, he's not moving away. He's getting ready to serve our country and go to, I think, Afghanistan. I'm not for certain, but I've had friends that have died in war. I've been around the military pretty much my entire life, and having to watch people go for, months at a time, and it wreaks havoc on not only the person who is going. I have horrible lighting, and I apologize. Anyway, that are only like the only ones that are not like serving, but like their families who have to like, go on without them for months at a time, and you know, like I'm living with my sister, my brother-in-law, and their 2 kids, and my brother-in-law is a military police officer in the military, and he left right before my nephew Luis was born, and like she had just gotten pregnant, and he left, and the first time he got to hold his son, Luis was already 4 months old, and he wasn't the typical newborn of like sleeping and stuff. He was already, a baby, and he was doing things that, you know my brother-in-law missed out on. And anyway, so I got super emotional. Sorry, I went off the topic there, but anyway, I got super emotional about him leaving, and he's been like a part of almost my daily life for years. Um, I got super emotional, and somebody asked me to quit being a chick, And I was just like, thank God you brought that up, because I have a video to shoot tomorrow. So, anyway, back to the topic. Last night when I started filming this, I really just said that anybody who identity polices anybody is a D-bag. And it sounded very pointed and everything like that. Um, that is still my opinion. I feel like, especially within our community where somebody does that, there, see if I could get better lighting. Anyway, anyone who's within our community who does that to one another, that's probably the worst way to get identity policed, because it's like, you know, we're both going through similar journeys together, but you don't think I'm acting masculine enough or whatever. And like Alex said in his video a few days ago, it was, why can't I be a feminine boy? Or why can't I be a masculine chick if that's how I identified or whatever. And it's just like, why does there why does there has to be somebody, pardon my language, why does there have to be somebody sorry, long day. Anyway, why does there have to be somebody who tries to squeeze individuals in like a gender box? You can't be this gender because there's only two genders. And these are typically the people who identity police. They only believe that there's two genders. There is an array and a huge spectrum of different genders. There's, you know, and then people who confuse gender and sex, saying that it's the same thing, and they're totally different things. And people could be a totally different sex from another person who shares the same gender as them. Like, I have a friend who is a trans guy, but he's pansexual. And then I have another trans guy friend who identifies as asexual. And then me, if I had to put a label on myself, I say that I'm straight. And so you have three different trans people, and they all identify as female to male, but our sexualities are three totally different things. And that's what a lot of people fail to think about, is that there could be so many different genders, and with that, so many different sexes. And you can't just, negate and tell people, okay, well, if you're a man, and this is how it happened last night. So, if you're a man, why are you acting like such a chick? And it's like, I'm emotional about my friend. Am I not allowed to show that I have a heart and that I'm gonna miss him and that I'm probably gonna cry about it? I mean, can dudes not cry? And it's just like, I don't understand how somebody can just do that and make somebody feel so small. I mean, last night, like, it totally threw me off kilter the whole evening, and I just kept questioning myself, like, what was I not doing that was masculine enough? you know Obviously I have a deep voice, obviously I have a beard. It's really light right now because I shaved it, but you know obviously I'm showing on more of the male spectrum than I would female. But why would somebody just have to, point and be like, "Hey, you're a man, be a man." And it's just like, I don't feel like anybody should identity police, especially if it's for self gain. I feel that um, if we could all be a part of this lovely rainbow that is basically the LGBT community, and the T is a huge emphasis. Let us be the people that we are. If you want to be a feminine, queer, trans guy, then be a feminine, queer, trans guy. If you want to be a butch trans girl who identifies as asexual, then you be that person and be that person for you. Don't take anybody's crap and tell them, and listen to them tell you what kind of person you have to be. You're the navigator of your own ship that determines your destiny and your journey. Be the person that you are, 100%. And if anybody has a problem with it, you can find better friends. I had that philosophy when I first started coming out as trans, because after coming out at a way younger age of being bisexual when I was a teenager, and then coming out again saying that no, I was a lesbian, and then having to come out in my mid 20s and say no, I don't think I ever was really a lesbian. I'm a man on the inside, and I had to listen to a lot of people's negativity, and I was just like, you know what? Rather than listening to the negativity and have it, take me down to the point of depression and stuff, I could just say, if you don't like my lifestyle, then suck it. If you don't, you know, if you don't like me for who I am, I could find somebody else to be with and to hang out with and everything like that. And so I feel like everybody should have that mentality. So if you want to be, whatever, and I identify as anything and whatever, be that person, be proud of who you are, be that person, 100%. So, I hope that this video didn't offend. I hope that the message came clear. And I'm sorry that I got off subject and made this video like 12 minutes long. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And I will see you guys next Saturday.